beauty gang? Today I'm going to be discussing with you guys 20 things that broke off my natural hair and destroyed my edges. Okay, I got the idea from Chaz is awesome here on YouTube, so thank you, girl. I'm gonna just hop right into this video. One of my biggest downfalls when it came to breakage was wearing so many tight hairstyles. I always like things snatched and, you know, neat looking and sleek, but it's not worth it when you're losing your edges and your hair is breaking off and you're not retaining the length that you're supposed to like, girl. Tight hairstyles was a huge cause of breakage with my hair. Another cause of my breakage, which I still have a tendency to do and I can't get out of this habit, is that I always have my hands in my hair. Like, I'm just always touching it. Oh my gosh, y'all, that causes a lot of breakage as well. Always playing in your hair and just not leaving it be. My goodness. Another thing that broke off my hair was when I would wear my hair down. The friction of my hair to the clothes I would be wearing caused a lot of breakage in my hair as well. If your hair is always rubbing against a clothing item, creating friction, it's like literally friction, that will break off your hair as well. Another huge thing that broke off my hair was me leaving my hair out, especially during the winter months when it's cold, harsh weather and temperatures. Lord, your hair is supposed to be protected during those months, and I would just have wash and goes. As most of you guys know, like, I was an athlete, so like we would have practice outside. I would be having my hair out, like I was acting up, okay? Acting up, and that contributed to breaking off my hair as well. Another thing that really broke off my hair and set me back in my natural hair journey about a year or two ago is that I was doing back-to-back protein treatments, like as if I was deep conditioning once a week, but it was a protein treatment. So my hair got way too much protein and therefore started to break off. Protein treatments are supposed to be spaced, so like I really haven't even done one in a while, but I would say you're safe if you do it once every 2 months. Another thing that of course causes breakage is if you use too much heat on your hair, like constantly blow drying it, constantly flat ironing it. Like, a lot of heat will cause your hair to become dry, and therefore when it's dry it starts to break off. I touch on this in almost all my little advice tip videos for natural hair. Me not sleeping in a bonnet or on a silk pillowcase, whatever, that breaks off your hair. It broke off mine. Now this has to do with the hair and the edges, y'all. When I use a soft brush or a hard brush to like sleek down my hair and stuff, that causes breakage. Continuously doing that, that's why I don't do those hairstyles all that often anymore. It's kind of like a rarity in my natural hair lifestyle now. Brushing your hair like that causes so much tension on your edges and your hair. Another thing that I personally think broke off my natural hair was going to the wrong people to do my hair. I'm my own hairstylist now. I don't let anybody do my hair like that. I haven't let anybody do my hair in like over a year. I kind of took my hair into my own hands because I wasn't seeing the progress that I felt like I was supposed to when I was going to other people. And on top of that, I always realized when I went to like hairdressers and stuff, they weren't delicate with detangling my hair the way we're taught in the natural hair community to. So like, if I was constantly going to somebody who just like is trying to hurry up because they have the next client and not taking their time on my hair would break off like that too. My edges would get thinned out like that too, and I'm like, oh hell no. If anybody's gonna thin out my edges, it's gonna be me. Nobody knows your hair better than you know your hair. Nobody knows what hurts you more than you know what hurts you. And I know for sure when they would be like detangling and yanking through my hair, like that would really hurt. And on top of that, they would not start ends to root. They would go from root to end. Like, it was a mess, okay? I know for a fact it broke off my hair. Another thing that for sure broke off my hair that I mention a lot in my natural hair videos is that Denman brushes are the freaking devil, okay? And why I've continued to use it every once in a while in my natural hair journey, I have no idea why. I think somewhere in my delusional mind I'm thinking like, oh, maybe one day it really will work for me. No, they're the devil for my 4 type hair, okay? That stuff broke off my hair bad. And using the wrong tools, period. Denman brush is the main tool that's just really my hair and it don't get along, but using wrong tools, period, can break off your hair. Another thing that for sure broke off my hair was chemical overlapping. By that I mean coloring my hair back to back and not giving it a break. I think it says that you're supposed to give your hair at least 6 months after coloring to recolor it or touch it up or whatever. Y'all, I did it in a matter of like 2 weeks. I was a mess. I was a mess, okay? My hair was a mess, I was a mess, it was all a mess. Another huge thing that I plead the fifth on, I'm guilty for, and the reason I low-key deserve the breakage is that I was choosing length over health for a long time in my natural hair journey. As soon as I would see a little bit of length, I would be like, oh, I don't want to cut it. My hair is finally kind of going somewhere, I'm finally seeing progress, but I stunted my progress by not clipping those bad ends off. Like, it wasn't even that long if we're really talking. Like, even me touching shoulder length was a big deal for me at the time because my hair had never gotten that long before, but I messed up my length retention by not trimming those bad ends off. So now I'm completely health over length, and obviously my hair is progressing. Another thing that can break off your hair and that has broken off mine before is when you're being rough with your hair when it's wet or damp with your styling tool. So if you're trying to detangle your hair and stuff with a wide tooth comb, with a brush, whatever, and your hair is wet, be very, very gentle with it, because your hair strands are at its weakest point when they are damp, when they are wet, okay? Although it's easier to detangle with, you still have to be very careful because your hair can just snap, just like that. Just like that. Ooh, a big natural hair mistake and thing that broke off my hair when I first started my journey. I used to towel dry my hair. Y'all don't know the repercussions of towel drying hair. Let's just say, long story short, your hair will go like this real quick. So make sure if you are trying to dry your hair, you're using a t-shirt, a cotton t-shirt, because the fibers and towels will get kind of caught onto your hair, and oh my gosh, it's so bad. It is so bad. Another thing that broke off my hair and kind of messed up my edges was that whenever I had like my hair done in Marley twist and braids, I was not taking them down correctly. EUNIQUE on YouTube, I hope I'm saying her name right. I've never heard her say her name out loud. But my girl EUNIQUE on YouTube, she actually has a video on her channel of how to properly take down protective styles like braids and Marley twist so that your hair does not break off like I'm trying to describe to you guys. So definitely go check out her video. I'll be sure to leave it in the description box below. Let's say you have built up product or whatever from your braids and you're just kind of like tugging at it, you're not taking it out properly, your edges are gonna come out with it, and that is definitely what happened to me. Another thing that broke off my natural hair was that I was not protecting my ends, especially when they were in protective styles. Your ends is the most important thing of your hair because they are the oldest part of your hair. It's the fastest thing that will break off your hair. So if your ends aren't moisturized, they will break off on you, okay? So if you have a protective style, stuff like that, make sure you are moisturizing the ends and then tucking them in somewhere safe. Another thing that I don't really do that much anymore, that I really should have never even started, is that I used to neglect my hair when it was dry. I'd be like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it another day, I'll do it tomorrow, and I would just let it dry out and dry out and dry, and I would not re-moisturize it. All I had to do was spritz some water on it or put a little bit of conditioner on it. I was just being so lazy, and I paid the price for it. My hair definitely broke off because I allowed it to remain dry. Lord have mercy. Another mistake I used to do as a new natural in the beginning of my journey was that I used to try to detangle my hair when it was dry, you guys. Like Sahara Desert dry, like bone dry. I used to try to detangle my thick type 4 natural hair. Can you say breakage? Another thing that broke off my edges, and it's completely my fault, I would ignore the fact that my edges were thinning out. Like I have pictures to date, like back in 2016 or 2015, when I first started realizing my edges were thinning out, I would like take pictures of it or whatever and be like, okay, I'll fix it. And I would just keep neglecting them, and now they're bad, y'all. They are bad. I'm working on growing them back now, but if you see something's wrong with your hair, especially your edges, because that is like the most important part of your hair, okay? Skip the ends, I completely forgot. Your edges are the most important part. You gotta handle that right when you see a problem occurring, because girl, let me tell you, not having edges is not cute. It's not cute. And then the final thing that has broken off my hair is over manipulation. I like to change my hair every other day, y'all. Not to mention I am a YouTuber, so I bring you guys tons of hairstyles every week, you know, so I manipulate my hair so much, and that's why I've learned to start giving myself a break, which is why I throw on wigs and stuff nowadays, because sometimes like my hair just needs a break. It just needs a break. If you're always in your hair, you're always changing around, you're always detangling it, like your hair, well, one, it'll never progress, and two, it'll start breaking off, split ends. All the bad things you don't want to happen will start happening just because you won't leave your hair alone. But yeah, you guys, those are the 20 things that broke off my natural hair and destroyed my edges. Okay, don't be me. If you're just starting your natural hair journey, please, please, please learn from my mistakes. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like more like natural hair tip videos and stuff, let me know in the comment section below. And that's about it. Until next time, guys. Bye.